It's the Gitty Gang Show on Skybox Nation TV. It's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigarbox Nation TV. And we're coming to you live from CBGs. It's the Gitty Gang Show.
Gitty Gang Show.
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 It's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigarbox Nation TV.
Hey, you're live.
Whoa.
Welcome back to the Gitty Gang Show on this Friday, January 31st, the last day of this month in 2020. Glad that you're here. We are here on the Gitty stage in the Gitty shop in Rochester, New Hampshire. My name is Glenn Watt. I am joined by the individual whose role I have usurped on this opening segment. It is Ben Gitty Baker. We also have the newest Gitty Gangster, the phenomenal Danny Woodman.
D-dubs.
And last but not least, D-dubs. And last but not least,
It just came to me in a flash.
that's right. And last but not least, none of this is ever possible without the ultimate Gitty Gangster over there behind the computer, the intrepid as it's been come to known producer.
For them, he's down.
Oh, sorry.
Floating
I
over
have
your.
no idea what's going on.
Yeah. What are you pointing
I'm
at?
part of the censor brigade.
Nick Lanciano, you know the deal.
Glenn's face, like, what's going on now?
It could be good. It could be good. It's been a while. So, welcome back. This show is a little bit loosey-goosey today, but I will tell you.
No.
I know. I'll tell you this. We have a
All new
ton
show,
of
folks.
All new.
We have a ton of videos lined up, and lots of voices. A ton of video lined up for that have all been submitted by you. As it turns out, this past week was National Kazoo Day, and National Kazoo Day, unprompted. This is part of what's so beautiful about this whole thing. Unprompted, several Gitty Gangsters out in the Friends of CBGs Facebook group went and recorded the Gitty Gang Show theme song that you've come to know and love on kazoos and some with other homemade instruments. Sent those recordings in, or I should share those recordings to the group, and we have them here today on the show for you. Plus, we have other musical performances live. You're chomping at the bit here. Champing at the bit. We got live performances from Ben Gitty, Dan Woodman, and of course, because you've asked for it and we have to provide, from Nick Lanciano is going to be up on stage performing as well. And we've got Walk Corner, we've got a few other things going on, and of course, smiles and hijinks. So shenanigans will ensue, I guarantee it. Yes.
Next person that says shenanigans is getting whipped with a guitar.
Hijinks. Hijinks.
I love it.
So
today we have out in Facebook land, Ben
who
Gitty
do we
Baker. Who do we have
I've been
today?
carefully
I
perusing
know.
the list. So many friendly faces. No, the virtual equivalent of friendly faces out there. Louie LaManna.
You saying their faces are only friendly when you see them online? Is that...
Shane Spiel, Rob Roble, Marty Tauber, one of the kazooists. Wasn't Louie?
Kazooists?
Did Louie send one
I like
too?
that.
Kazooers?
Kazooist?
What is
Kazooist.
you tell us, folks. You know these things. What is the official title for the player of a kazoo? Kazong? No, Kazonger? Hey, Elaine Vachon is out there watching. Welcome, Elaine. Good to see you. Ron Lutz, Shaq Collins over there in Jacksonville, which I believe is still, for a few more hours, located within the EU.
Uh-oh. Let's not bring politics into
No,
this.
I'm not. I'm just saying, as of midnight tonight, it won't be anymore. Anyway, everyone, scene crews out there, Dawn Ravenscraft, Mrs. Gitty Baker, we're glad to see all of you. Steve Whittle.
Yeah.
I'm
over there on
jump
YouTube.
right in and say hi to Lynn McDonald, John Crane, Mike Adams, and Paul Allen and Jason Pretend over on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us over there.
Yeah, buddy.
And I'm sure there's going to be others filtering in as we go through.
I'm filtering in as we speak. So why don't we go right to these kazoo videos? We've got, what, 3, 4?
Got a few. 4, I think.
They all go by fairly quick, so all combined will be at under about 3 minutes. So we got Marty Tauber first,
He's first.
Chuck K, Jim M. I think we know who that is.
So we got Chuck, Jim M, Jim Morris, more banjos.
More banjos, and then Louie LaManna bringing up the rear, and then we'll be right back with more Gitty Gang goodness. Thank you guys for sending those in. We do have one more kazoo submission that'll come up a little later. Third half of today's show. Good buddy Jim Burt sending us a little bit of kazooery. I want to say hello to Del Puckett out there. Good to see you, man. Your videos continue to be an inspiration for not just us, but I know many of the people out there, and we're proud to know you. So, welcome. Last week we talked a little bit about hillbilly music and how there are varying opinions about it. And as you know, Danny and I are both fans of train songs. Trains in general, but train songs. So we got to thinking for this week's show, let's find a couple of train songs that aren't part of the old-timey, bluegrassy, mountain music-y genre. You know, a lot of them are. But trains also make many appearances in the blues. A lot of old blues songs talk about that train that carried my girl from town, that carried, you know, don't tell them where I'm headed, they won't know where I've gone. Trains make a lot of appearances in a lot of different songs. Country songs, even rock and roll on occasion. So there's one Danny does that is distinctly not hillbilly music. Mm-hmm. Was written by a fellow countryman of our good friend Shaq Collins over there, Mr. Osborne.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Osborne.
And there is a bluegrass rendition of this song, so before anybody says, oh, you slaughtered a classic rock tune, it's like, well, there is a precedent set.
Well, we'll call it, you know how a lot of the bands back in the day would do their Unplugged on MTV, you know, and take heavier rock songs and do an unplugged version. Well, this is kind of an unplugged version of where the hell did that capo come from? Never said nothing about capo in it.
Oh,
I can barely do it.
That's right. Okay, no, there was something else I was thinking of. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're scaring me over here. All right, so this is, what is it?
Crazy Train.
Crazy Train.
We haven't quite worked out the intro, so we're just gonna launch straight into it. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living this fool. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Mental wounds not healing, life's a bitter shame. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I've listened to preachers, I've listened to fools, I've watched all the dropouts who make their own rules. One person conditioned to rule and control. The media sells it and you live the rule. Mental wounds still screaming, driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I know that things are going wrong for me. You've gotta listen to my words, yeah. Heirs of the Cold War, that's what we've become. Inheriting troubles, I'm mentally numb. Crazy, I just cannot bear. I'm living with something that just isn't fair. Mental wounds stop healing. Who and what's to blame? I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
Yeah, I gotta work on the.
Train whistle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Gotta work on the Ozzy
Yeah.
spoken intro parts there. So
Yeah.
that's a little bit of non-hillbilly train music there. And we got a bluesy piece coming up for you a little bit in the fourth or fifth half of today's show. In the meantime, we have a video from the aforementioned Del Puckett where he's talking about movable chord forms.
Yeah, so
what
Del,
do you know about that?
well, I know a little bit. So Del just built himself a guitar in a 5-part masterclass series that he has on his YouTube channel, and from that he is playing that guitar in this video. He starts out with like a 12-bar blues progression and then turns it into a lesson using just one chord shape and how you can move it up and down the neck to play a myriad of tunes, but in this case one particular type of riff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look. He's wearing his Gitty Gangster shirt. We still got to get Danny one.
Mhm.
It's not his fault he's not wearing his shirt because he doesn't yet have one because I haven't gotten it for him. Anyway, here's Del's video.
Well, the batteries died in the Roland Microcube, so I plugged it in to that bad boy, and oh my gosh! Check us out. Okay, so anyhow, I wanted to show you guys some cool chords here before we sign out here. So anyhow, so check us out. So I'm tuned EBE, and I'm going to put my index finger here on the 1st fret and my ring finger here on the 3rd fret, and the high string is going to be opened. Now I'm going to take this chord and move it around. This here is the 5th fret, 3rd fret, and open, and then slide it up here to the 7th fret, 5th fret, and open. So I can even take this chord here and move it up here to the 10th fret and 8th fret. So I'm going to go from the 10-8 down to 7-5. So it's just a cool chord shape whenever the open strings are your root. Could it get any easier than that?
Very nice. Thank you again, Del, for that.
Just that the sound of that guitar is outstanding. If I was listening to it with not with speakers but with earbuds or earphones, whatever, at one point, and thankfully I have the bass on my earphones are terrific, and it really made that guitar shine. It's an excellent video, not only an excellent tutorial, but the sound of the cigar box guitar that he built is top notch. So awesome stuff, Del. Thank you very much once again for letting us share your work here on the show. Seriously.
Absolutely. Just a quick update on Songbookery. If most of you probably are aware that I have, for the past couple of years, been focused on creating songbooks for 3-string cigar box guitars. The latest one that I've been working on are the Bluegrass and Old Time songbooks. I put volume 1 out a month or 2 ago, can't even remember. Just finished all of the tabbing and layout for volume 2 of that, which brings the grand total of songs up to 143 old time and bluegrassy favorites. Working on editing it now, going to release volume 2 and then edit it into the complete volume, which is kind of what I have a rough draft of printed out here, but a lot of more good stuff to come. It feels good to be through this leg of it. But yeah, more songs, more tab, chords, lyrics, verses, all of the stuff you need to try to hopefully help you make some great music on your 3-string cigar box guitars. I know a lot of folks out there that we are friends with who watch the show do enjoy that genre of music. Old-timey bluegrass, mountain music, that kind of down-home stuff that kind of, most of it involves the Appalachian Mountain Range in some way, whether further south, the Blue Ridge Mountains, or, that general area. A couple of Western, like cowboy and Western songs in here. Most all of it's stuff that bluegrass bands, bluegrass performers have recorded to some degree. Bill Monroe and Ralph Stanley and Del McCoury and Ricky Skaggs and all those kinds of folks have delved far and wide to expand their repertoires beyond the realm of what might traditionally be considered old-time or bluegrass. So a lot of good stuff in here. And yeah, buddy, I'm excited. Still working on it, editing away. I'll be editing it this weekend and correcting things, and hopefully have volume 2 out this coming week.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Rock on.
Speaking of songbooks, the Celtic Session Singers Songbook, which of course I don't have a copy of with me, continues to be on sale on cbgitty.com for just $20. It's a great big thick book, got 150 songs in it. Well, that's the cigar box guitar tablature one. Anyway, I ordered way too many of them for a fundraiser I was doing earlier this year. That's why they're on sale for $20. And I bring that up because there is a certain day fast approaching, only 6 weeks away now, the High Holy Day, St. Patrick's Day.
Whiskey Day.
You have time to still get one of these Celtic songbooks that I have and learn a few tunes on your cigar box guitar, conventional guitar, whatever you got. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
What do you think? We run a... You ready for Walk Corner?
I can do Walk Corner. We got Jim Burt up there.
We do have Jim Burt. We're going to run Jim Burt's video after Walk Corner.
Okay.
And then we're going to get Nick up here
Ooh.
to play and sing one. Been a while since our Nick's come up and done it. So
Stick around for that.
yeah, I would. I'm gonna. I don't know where to go. All right, so.
Huzzah! Hey, welcome back to Walk Corner. You know the deal.
Hey,
Hey, we got-
boy. Woo, slow down, Jim Burt. Slow down.
Jim jumped the gun.
Oh,
Roll Tide, Jim Burt.
Well,
he was just rolling right on in. All right.
What I meant to do was that.
Hey, who's
Hey,
that?
look at this guy. All right, so first up in Walk Corner, we have here our new friend, personally, we've met actually in person, stopped by a couple weeks ago. His name is Thomas. You see Thomas there on your left, and a handsome man right there in the blue sweater and your right, and that is, as you know, our fearless leader, Ben Giddy Baker. Tom and Ben took a moment to walk around the shop and check things out, and it was just really... I know that Ben's already addressed the fact that Thomas stopped in. I think he addressed it last week, but it's a real privilege to have people who are able to, from far off, who travel through the area. Generally, they come into Boston for a reason, and we're about an hour north of Boston. And it's really, really nice to have people come through and introduce themselves and come see what it is that we do here and how we do it. And so it was a real pleasure to meet Thomas. He's a heck of a guy, and he builds really cool instruments, and I know that because I've seen them on the interwebs. Speaking of which, in the next image you'll see Thomas is really big into building ukuleles. Here you see one of his ukuleles that he actually posted on Cigar Box Nation. That's where I pulled this photo from. And you can see there something that I like to see happen that I actually have still yet to do in my life, which is to build an instrument using the bottom of the box, thereby having the lid opened for any sort of purpose, whether it be to access the electronics, to glue and bracing, all the other stuff. And in speaking of which, about that, in the next image what you'll see is the inside look from the back of the box, the lid open, and the bracing. Now, that is some fancy pants, smart kid stuff that you got going on in there, Thomas. I don't do the bracing thing, but I have a lot of admiration for the people who have the skill and the know-how to do so adroitly, if you will, because that is some good-looking stuff, man. And I don't know how people glue those braces into such a box, but I'll bet you we have an image that will show you, because next up, in the next image, actually, Thomas has all these bamboo poles. I don't know what's on top, but they're all weighting down the bracing as they're being glued in. I've never seen this before. I don't know how you did it, Thomas, but I know I know it looks really cool. So I just really I'm psyched to have your work here on the show, and to be able to display some of your at least one of your tricks. Not all the details, obviously, but I don't know how you did that. All those bamboo shoots weighing down the bracing as they're gluing into the ukulele. That is some really that's some smart kid stuff, Thomas. So thank you very much for sharing your pictures on Cigar Box Nation. I think it's a better website for it. So thank you. Next up, speaking of having Cigar Box life being better off for, we got our friend Randy B of what's it, Mojo Bone Works?
Mojo Bone.
Mojo Bone. This guy, I don't know how to. He does stuff that makes me shake my head, and shake my head in disbelief at how intense the work that he does is. This is a jack plate. We sell jack plates, metal jack plates, gold, chrome. They're beautiful. We put them in kits. They're hot sellers. Turns out Randy makes them his own out of wood. This here that you can see is a Purple Heart jack plate. Outstanding craftsmanship. That doesn't come out of a mold. That has, I assume or presume, that is all hand-carved stuff. And that is really attractive. In the next image, you'll see another jack plate, which is Osage, blood orange Osage, Osage. But nonetheless, another beautiful jack plate. Again, it's got to be hand carved. I don't know how you do it, Randy. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to, if you're gonna see this particular corner, but I'm impressed.
He posted a couple of photos showing how he does it
Oh.
on one of the groups today.
My
It's
bad.
pretty cool.
It's out there. Randy Bretz of Mojo Boneworks has posted images then of how he does these incredible jack plates. I'm sorry that I did not, I'm not up to speed to have shared them here, but awesome stuff, Randy. And the next image, another Randy image. We have bone markers, bone fret markers, fret markers. They're in just really the detail. You know, it's that family of builders like Rob Roble, Randy Bretz, these guys who are putting out these just high-end, really superior quality works of craftsmanship. Outstanding work. And I was so inspired by this, Randy. I don't know if you're going to see this, but I was so inspired by this. I can't help but think we sell, as you know, here at CBGs, bone nuts and bone saddles. You could do this. You out there right now, a lot watching, could do this yourself. You can get the bone nuts from us. You can shave them down or shape them in any way you want, and you can make these fret markers just like Randy has done here. We sell our bone nuts or bone pieces in white, black. We may have a couple other colors available at some
Working
point.
on it.
We're working on it. But you know, Randy, again, I don't know if you're going to see this, but I'm a real big. I've said it out on the interweb. I'm saying it here too. I'm a really big admirer of your work. Outstanding. And the last tip of the hat to Randy is this banjo bridge. That he's another handcrafted banjo bridge. What did he make this one out of? The bottom is sycamore and the top is snakewood, I think. Just shiny and new. I don't know how you do it, Randy, but awesome stuff. I hope somebody out there in the audience sees it and is inspired by it as I am. So thank you very much, Randy. Next up, we have an image that I put together. It is terrible, and I'm sorry for my lack of ability to do anything well with photo stuff, but this is actually the 5 thumbnails of Del's series. You can see there his masterclass series. I just want to make sure Del made this 5-part series on YouTube, a masterclass how to build a cigar box guitar. He loaded that thing up with Gitty parts, and I saw him using Gitty component templates and whatnot in the videos. Just awesome stuff. I think I'm preaching to the choir here. If you're watching this show, you probably are already very familiar with Del and his work. But if you're not, please go check out Del on his YouTube channel. He is a Gitty Gangster. He is a supporter of CBGs. We support him. He's an outstanding man and an outstanding builder and player and teacher above all things. So I hope that I'm sorry about the images, guys, but that one, but it's me. What do you want? It's a stick in a box kind of guy. So I hope you go check out Del's stuff. And Del, if you're out there, man, thank you very much for everything that you do. You truly are an inspiration in this community. Thank you. Next up, we have a Kenneth B. We put this in the CBGs newsletter this past week. It was dropped on Thursday. I hope that you are subscribed. And there's a reason we put it in there is because this is awesome work. It's a hobo fiddle kit, like the hobo fiddles that you see Ben playing here on stage, but we sell a kit as well, put together from the imagination of Ben Gitty himself. And I wanted to share this kit in particular, or these images of these kit in particular, because Kenneth B took the time to, like last week when we shared the Cranberry Crate G bass, and the guy, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry about that. But he made that kit his own. It was fully personalized. Same thing with this. Kenneth B has fully personalized this kit. In the next image, what you'll see is the tailpiece. This is not part of the kit. You'll see the tailpiece here. It's just a nice design. It makes the whole instrument pop, and you can also see now in the next image he used C holes, which do not come included on the kit. You can see that he treated the box top and he put C holes in there for sound holes. Beautiful work, obviously very intricate. And then the last image that we have from Kenneth B's Hobo Fiddle Kit project is the headstock that matches the tailpiece, which I love. And a small detail that I hope that you can see here is the string retainer. He made his own string retainer and just added, out of the same wood that he made the neck, and added his own flair to it with that hilly look, the recesses, whatever, the heart look on the top there. It is just top-notch stuff. It, again, is taking a kit, and rather than just, which is great if you just assemble it and play music on it, there's nothing, in fact, that is terrific. But when you take it and make it your own, And when you put your touches on it, it brings it to a whole nother level and another level. And I'm really psyched that you shared this with us, Kenneth, because I was happy to have it here and in this past week's Gitty newsletter. So thank you very much. And in the next images we have, speaking of Gitty newsletter, we got Marcel, our friend over there in Deutschland. I'm spitting again. Excuse me. That's what I do. Deutschland. He got himself an old-time Bluegrass songbook from Ben Gitty Baker, and he writes of it, got this book in the mail today. I'm very happy with it. Thanks for putting it on Amazon.de. It saved a lot of money on shipping and import taxes, and that is something that Ben works hard on doing. This is not just, although the bulk of our community, our customer base is here in the United States, we have plenty of people in the UK and all throughout Europe, and obviously in this case in Germany, where Marcel is residing, and it's hard to get products out of the borders of this country and many thousands of miles away without tacking on enormous shipping charges. It's just impossible. So when we have the ability, which Ben works hard at doing, to have drop shippers in other areas of the world so that they can just get the merchandise they want from us without having to pay these exorbitant import taxes, it's a pleasure to know that Ben works hard at doing that, and it's a pleasure to know that Marcel's taking advantage of it. So thank you very much for your support, for getting that songbook. I hope that you enjoy the heck out of it. I know that we are. So awesome stuff, Marcel. Next up, who do we got? Tyler G made this. He posted this elsewhere. I just pulled it off the internet because I thought it was so cool. He built this three-stringer, this three-stringer slide out of a crutch, and the whole thing's cool. I mean, you can see the 6-pole pickup that he got from CBGs with the volume and tone. He's got the Shane Spiel tuners on it, which you may not be able to see, but he's got a clear acrylic fretboard from CBGs on there obviously to denote where the frets are. But one of the coolest thing, the thing that stuck out to me the most about it is he took I'm sorry, I don't know the technical term, the armpit support from the crutch, and he put it on the bottom there, and that's where he installed the jack plate, the black ovoid jack plate that he got from us, and the pickup and the controls. Awesome stuff. I really like your ingenuity, Tyler. If you see this, I'm really psyched that you share this in the Friends of Gitty Facebook group. And about it, he wrote, I couldn't figure out where to put the controls, so I improvised, which is why you see where that armpit rest is, and now it becomes a leg rest. Smart kid stuff, Tyler. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. I think it's awesome. Next up, we got from a longtime Cigar Box Nation member, Dave L., who is an artist that we've talked about here on the Gitty Gang show before. Dave got himself a custom printed box from Ben Gitty Baker using the UV ink cured process. It makes for an outstanding image. In this case, it's the Minnesota Girl. I think that is a tip of the hat to his home state, if you will. A beautiful box, and Dave, if you don't know, always does incredible work. Speaking of which, in the next image, what you'll see is the headstock, or a decoration on his headstock. He took, Dave writes, a piece of, what is it now, Purple Heart? No, dark mahogany, excuse me, dark mahogany fingerboard scrap. And using a rotary tool and a sanding drum, he just shaped this old man moon that he put onto the headstock of his Minnesota Girl guitar. I love seeing Dave's artwork, his craftsmanship, and if you haven't been to Cigar Box Nation to see his videos, he's an outstanding player as well, which is part of the reason why we included him, and also in this past week's CBGs newsletter. He's a great performer, playing really nice old tunes and with a great style and panache, if you will. So awesome stuff, Dave. Again, I hope that you see this because I want you to know how much I admire you and appreciate what you do. Next up, we have from Frank F. Posted in the Friends of Gitty Facebook group, a simple hand drawing done by his daughter. He writes, my 7-year-old little girl drew this for me in school yesterday. It pulled right on my heartstrings. I love this kind of stuff. You can see it torn right out of the notebook paper. She's decorated with hearts all around, got a heart right there in the middle because, you know, she loves her daddy. And you know, I'm not a dad, and so this kind of stuff, you'd be surprised. It really speaks to me. It's really cool, and I'm really psyched that it's a small thing, but I'm really happy that Frank shared it with the rest of the world because it's good to see. Next up, we have from John D. A Cigar Box Liar. Look at that. You can even see on the back side there that he crafted those little tuning pegs, those machine heads, whatever it do, those tuning pegs. He writes, my son was studying in ancient Egypt in his 6th grade class, and I had to do a project for their museum exhibit. He was really into guitars. His son is really into guitars and music, so naturally wanted to do a project about ancient Egyptian instruments, excuse me. So we built this cigar box lyre. We hand carved the tuning pegs and tuned it to whatever sounds good. I like your style. It was a lot of fun building this with my son. I know he will remember the experience forever. Thanks, CB Gitty, for the creative inspiration you give me. Thank you, John D., for sharing this with us, because again, having children involved and the kind of inspiration they give us with their small tokens of appreciation, with their contributions, with their perspective and their ideas. I love seeing people out there building instruments with kids. It's just top-notch stuff. Awesome. Thank you very much, John D. Next up, we have from Cigar Box Serenaders. I think it's Brett Gardner. Oh, sorry, Brett G. But Cigar Box Serenaders built this little bad rabbit, and he writes, at a recent workshop with kids, we made canjos out of cardboard tubes, fishing line, and cat food cans. The students' imagination went above and beyond. I love it. I love that you're improvising. You're taking the repurposed homemade instrument thing to the next level, and showing kids that they don't need $1 million to buy a store-bought instrument, that they can do these things for themselves with the things that they have available to them at home. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much, Brett, for sharing that. And last up is a little picture from Steve K. Speaking of the kids, look at this guy. Steve K. writes, this is his son with his new Leon Redbone hat, and even right now, when I first saw this picture to right now, I can't help but smile. I think that's just a great shot. Nice fedora, holding the cigar box guitar. You got to cut that wire. You got to cut that cigar box. You got to cut the guitar string that's coming off the tuning peg. It's right there in your kid's face. But other than that, I think it's awesome. Good stuff, Steve K. Really psyched that you shared that. It made me smile, and I hope it brings a smile to your face out there. And that has been the waddiest corner of the day. That's the one.
Thank you, Glenn. Good stuff. A lot of good stuff in there. That hobo fiddle kit, I was looking at it. You sure you didn't just get the box? Because the neck was different wood. The fretboard looked like different wood.
I think it is the same fretboard.
He's done a lot of, okay, well stained, I'd say. But that's very cool stuff. That lyre, I've known some cigar box lyres, but that's the best one that I've ever seen by far.
It's a lyre to
Blasphemer! All right, anyway, we're veering off topic here. As promised, now, without further delay, as teased earlier in the show, we have our good buddy Jim Burt with his kazoo performing Amazing Grace, I believe.
Thank you.
There we are. We're now going to get our own intrepid producer, Nick Lanciano, up here. He's going to grab that there time clock guitar. Danny's got the cigar box 4-string mando. I got the hobo fiddle, and you can't see him. You have to take my word for it. And Mr. GT Watt is over here on the upright wash tub bass. Whoa.
Wow, that was a big old rip.
Slap it. All right. Nick's leading us in.
Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh, yeah. So take your time. Don't live too fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. You'll find a woman and you'll find love. And don't forget, my son, there is someone up above. Be a simple kind of man, or be something love and understand. Be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Forget your lust for rich man's gold. All that you need is in your soul. You can do this, so baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied. Be a simple kind of man, or be something love and understand. Be a simple kind of man. Do this for me, son, if you can. Yeah. Boy, don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. You can do this, so baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man, or be something you love and understand. Be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Yeah. Simple, oh yeah, kind of man, or be something you love and understand. Be a simple, kind of man, oh yeah. For me, son, if you can. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, buddy. All right, a little bit of Skynyrd.
Little bit of
Skynyrd there. Somebody pointed out that we had 6-string, 4-string, 3-string. And don't forget the mighty 2-string upright washtub bass played off camera by Glenn Watt.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming
Thank
up
you.
and making it happen,
And
everybody.
a new one. For me, anyway.
We now have a video for you from, I believe, Bruce N., who I think I saw out there not too long ago. He's a musician friend of his was playing one of his 6-string creations, cigar box guitar, I believe 6-string cigar box guitar, on stage at a local venue, and he sent us the video, so check it out. short little taste there for you, but thank you for sending that in, Bruce. We've got one more video for you from Poorness Studios, another great friend of the show, who sent it in for us. But before that, we're going to do the other train song that is not from the Appalachian Mountains. This is a bluesy number, one of my favorite train songs, to be honest. One of my favorite blues songs at that. Key of G. You'll recognize it once you hear it. Sing along if you know. Chords are pretty simple. Key of G. I've had a cold all week, so we'll see how this goes. Well, you wake up in the morning, you hear the work bell ring, and they march you to the table. You hear the same damn thing. There ain't no food upon the table, ain't no pork up in that pan, but you better not complain, boy. You get in trouble with the man. Well, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Oh yeah, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. Well, if you're ever in Houston, boy, you better do right. And you better not gamble, oh no, and you better not fight. 'Cause the sheriff, he'll grab you, and the boys will bring you down. And the next thing you know, son, you're penitentiary bound. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Oh yeah, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. Yonder come Miss Rosie. How in the world did you know? By the way she wear her apron and the clothes she wore, the umbrella on her shoulder, piece of paper in her hand. Well, she come to see the governor, that's who it is, turn loose my man. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. Big Tad, let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. That's not the ending we rehearsed. Sorry, Dan. Changing it on the fly. So that's a little bit of Midnight Special. Now, I first learned it from Creedence Clearwater Revival, but that one goes way back. Lead Belly did it. So many others have done it over the years, and my research shows that it goes back, in fact, to traditional. The tune and words are thought to be traditional. Nobody's sure who wrote them, making it in the public domain, and it is in one of my songbooks. Wish I could tell you which one right offhand, but I can't. but it's in one of them. Believe me. All right, now as promised, our final video of the day, I think, according to my script, Poorness Studios. You know what he's sharing with us today, Glenn?
So he played an audio. This is a performance of an Audio Slave song, which coincidentally is a song co-written. It's a melancholy song. It's co-written by Chris Cornell, and Chris Cornell, former of many bands, but former singer of Soundgarden, as somebody who's no longer with us. But Chris Cornell, coincidentally, was at one point pictured with a cigar box guitar.
That's right.
So these are all my connections, but nonetheless, it's Poorness Studios Audio Slave version of an Audio Slave song it's outstanding stuff. And he plays it on a parlor guitar and a pizza paddle bass loaded with Gitty parts. I think it's awesome stuff.
Nice. All right, here we go.
I'll walk the streets of Japan till I get lost, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. With a graveyard tan, carrying the cross, well, it doesn't remind me of anything. I like studying faces in parking lots, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like driving backwards in the fall, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. Things that I've had, things that I've lost, things I've held sacred that I drop. I won't lie no more, you can bet. Don't wanna learn what I need to forget. I like gypsy moths and radio talk, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like gospel music and canned applause, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like colorful clothing in the sun, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like hammering nails and speaking in tongues, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. Things that I've had, things that I've lost, things I've held sacred that I drop. I won't lie no more, you can bet. Don't wanna learn what I need to forget. I like throwing my voice and breaking guitars, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like playing in the sand, what's mine is ours, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything.
Oh, we're back. Huh. Well, thank you, Poorness, for sending that in. Nice tribute, nice performance, and tribute to Chris Cornell. One of many who left us far too early. What we saw a brief glimpse of there before Poorness's video ran was...
Yep, I messed up.
Oops. Another video from Martin D.
Yes.
Why don't we go ahead and run it? He sent it in for us, and why not? All right, well, that about wraps up what we have for you this week. We'd like to thank you for playing along with us this week. Glenn, we got a couple of announcements.
Yes, so tomorrow we have the monthly meeting of the CBG-minded Michiganders over there in Petoskey, Michigan at 1 o'clock at the Red Sky stage. If you're anywhere in that area, you have to get over and visit with Preston Leisure and the crew, because they are an outstanding bunch of individuals who even made their way all the way over to the York Fest this past summer, all the way from Michiganders. But nonetheless, they're a great crew of folk. Again, 1 o'clock, Red Sky Stage, Petoskey, Michigan tomorrow. And also...
Well,
yes?
I know I've asked before, is that in the Upper Peninsula?
Okay, so if this is the Mitt, no, I believe it's right here on the Mitt.
I remember this exact demonstration being done before. This time, it's right here in the old brain hole.
We do have a Youper, however, in the crowd. I don't know if he's out in the show there today. Youper, Pat... I don't want to say the last name, but Pat's out there, I hope.
Nice.
So, yeah, and nice Youper. Youper is the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Sorry.
UP.
And then we also have tomorrow for CBG events, we have the 3rd annual Florida Cigar Box Guitar Festival just north of Fort Pierce at the Summer Crush Winery from
Beautiful,
11
scenic.
to 5. It's beautiful and scenic Florida. And at it will be Ben Prestige and Steve Harvey are both performing, as are, I believe, a cigar box guitar group or a homemade instrument group called the Upper Hootenanny. But nonetheless, certainly the headliners are the one and only Steve Harvey and the man about town, Ben Prestige. You got to see him.
Yeah, he brings the goods. There's no question about that. Also, I got an update from regarding the Huntsville, Alabama Cigar Box Guitar Festival. This year, I think the Cigar Box Guitar Store there in the Low Mill, where the festival's been held for the past 16-ish years, they are fully organizing and putting this event on this year. Joel Bell, who runs that store, John Nickel founded the store and then later moved on, and they're keeping it going down there, and it's figuring out how CB Gitty can be involved in it. So excited to hear that.
Is it still the only cigar box guitar center?
Bricks and mortar cigar box guitar store in the country?
Yeah, that.
Maybe. Probably. I can't think of another one offhand. I know a lot of folks have their stuff in other music stores, but the dedicated solely to cigar box guitars and homemade instruments, CB Gitty can't claim that because we don't have a walk-in retail space, never have, and Lord willing, never will. But God bless the folks down there in the Low Mill and Huntsville, Alabama for doing it. It's inspiring. All right. Is that everything? Hey, Chris McKinney got out there for the best part of the show, which is the end. It's been the Gitty Gang show on Cigar Box Station TV. It's the Gitty Gang show on Cigar Box Station TV. And we came to you live from that's low. Well, we come to you live every Friday afternoon at 2. Come to... Doing my own background of singing, why not? At 2. And if we don't see you, sure don't know what we'll do. Watchers of the show will know I only have like one riff I can do on anything ever. Well, all you need is a stick-up box and some strings. What? Kid don't hurt. All you need is a stick-up box and some strings. Some strings. Anybody can do it. Well, put them all together. You know they're gonna ring. You got yourself a cigar box guitar there, boy. Have a sense of rhythm, folks. What's that next verse, Glenn?
I can't remember.
Okay. I think it's, yeah, that's it. Well, it's the Gitty Gang Show.
The Gitty Gang Show.
Say it, the Gitty Gang Show.
The Gitty Gang Show.
It's the Gitty Gang Show.
The Gitty Gang Show.
It's the Gitty Gang Show. Oh, oh.
Gitty Gang Show.
Well, it's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigar Station TV. Thanks again for joining us. Oh, by the way, we are planning the St. Patrick's Day show on March 14th. It's Friday. We'll see you then and next week. Ah!